Do, 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 do. Listen for the chime, Micah. Unless your phone's on silent. Nope. Never mind. It chimed. We're live, Micah. Live as can be. Nate Parker wins, everyone else loses. Alright. You all are going to partake in a long, aggravating, well not aggravating hopefully, but tedious baseband repair a-thon palooza to the maximum. Repair a-thon palooza the third. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah. Start off by removing the shields. Shield removier. Do 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 do. That was quick. That was quick. That's what she said. That's what she said. Three that aren't baseband or PMU? Well, I'm hoping these are all baseband. This one for sure is. Because I have no IMEI when I dial star pound 06 pound. Now, that doesn't mean some of the other ones aren't going to be other issues. As soon as this shield comes loose, we'll be in business. It's about to come up. Okay, shield is up. Well, thank you, Shrimply. Welcome back. You had dropped out just back 15 seconds ago. Ba 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 ram. Sound, no video. Does everybody else have video? Should have video. What's up, Trinity? Alright, so take off our baseband shield there. Press F5. Refresh. Alright, so this one, like I said, is giving us no IMEI number when we dial star 6 or star pound 06 pound. Which normally means that we have a fracture on the U1 or V1. Big bad bearded boy. Say that 5 times fast. What's up, Scoop? Flash repair, how we doing? Flash repair, I've got to look at your phones. They're here. They're going to be an absolute nightmare. Baseband. Today, Junior. Alright. Let's go ahead and pop our nozzle back on here. Our nozzle. This nozzle has seen better days. Better days. Alright, so we're going to start by removing baseband. Should be getting close to melting temperature here. Baseband off. Haven't pulled any pads yet, so that's a good start. Mike got put on his greaser jacket to go outside. Alright. I'm letting a 6S charge over here that came in with a 200 milliamp short. Was causing a lot of heat up near the rear camera. I gotta do a backup of it because I'm about to restore the NAND on it. Well, I've got to rewrite over it to pair the base or the new Wi-Fi chip because the Wi-Fi chip on it was broken. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in it's going to work though, because where the chip was originally broken, it lifted pretty much every pad down one side. Like, I made sure it was completely liquid before I pulled it, and every pad came up with it. So it pulled ground pads, it pulled NC pads, several AP lines, several data lines, like everything came up with it. So I don't have a lot of confidence in it. The phone does work now. It doesn't have a short anymore, but I'm sure the customer won't want the phone in that condition. So at best case scenario, thank you, Mohammed. Best case scenario, we can at least get the data off. I'm gonna try to do this fairly quickly. I've had problems with TriStar getting fucked doing this thing, so wouldn't surprise me if it gets fucked doing it again. But Hacko micro pencil, is it good for doing connectors? Depends on the tip you have. I mean, it'll be much better than using a standard soldering iron. Okay, cool.
You ever been here before?
No.
All right. There's that for you.
Thank you. supplies to make their stuffs.
So.
Because, you know, that makes a lot of sense.
It does make sense. But some of the things, some of the Christmas stuff that you guys put out, like, you don't actually craft.
Yeah.
And, like, it's not craft stuff.
It's dumb.
But you've had that stuff out since Halloween, either way.
Did you sign that for me?
Because our district manager is dumb. He sucks. Carl can go, like... Please. I want him not to talk to me ever again. I think I was up painting until like 6 o'clock.
Why did you do that?
Because I couldn't fall asleep.
Like, you knew we were gonna come to one or nothing.
But I didn't think I was going to be more than... I figured I could at least get like 6 hours of sleep before I went to your house.
Plus, you didn't have to get Jacob.
I know.
So I was just going to come to your house at 3 o'clock.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You both have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Short jumpers only on one, Alex. The other one's going long. The one is the GPS line. It's the one that goes on the SIM tray. Based on what I can tell, this GPS line doesn't really ever have much issue. Seems to be just that cellular one. So I do run the long jumper on the cellular one. I haven't tried short jumpers, maybe that they do hold up, but I just feel like it's the same situation with the M1 jumper. The shorter one doesn't have as much give, so if it does fracture between the via and the pad, there's not a whole lot that you can do. Anthony, with the no video white light one, you replaced the charging port, the HDMI port, correct? Have you checked the filters behind the HDMI port to make sure that they're not blown? Because that happens quite often whenever the ports get jammed in there real hard. It'll actually cause the filters on the data lines to become damaged. We've had to replace quite a few filters before. It definitely could have damaged the chip though behind it, the Panasonic or whatever chip it is, the encoder. What's up, Jerry? Freddie? It's not a bad idea to run it with a short curve in the jumper. I do the same thing on the Mason one, so it's not a terrible idea actually. The only thing I worry about doing that is you're kind of close to the shield edge, so that it might catch it somehow. Alright, so we got our jumper run to the other side to the test point. I'm going to pull the jumper down away from where it will mount. We'll flip it back over. Again, we want to check here. We're going to pull this down away from the solder. Okay. Now we're going to clean that up and put our UV coating down. i7, anyone encounter one that reboots, vibrates intermittently? I had an iPhone 6, yeah, a regular 6 that would turn on and then show the spinning wheel, like the springboard spinning wheel. Like if you ever did jailbreaks and you crashed the springboard, it would give you that pinwheel thing. I had one that would do that. You would get image for, or it would boot all the way up to the main interface, like the desktop, I guess you would say, and then it would springboard crash and sit there and it wouldn't do anything else. And then if you rebooted it, it would constantly vibrate and chime like it was charging. Lauren had told me that it would be a data line for the LCD, but I did a diode reading of every pin and compared it to a known good, and they all checked out. So I didn't figure that one out. I couldn't quite figure out what was going on with it. That's one of those things, like, somebody out there has probably run into it and figured it out. I just didn't want to spend more time trying to figure it out, especially since they were being cheap about it. Reboots fully and there's no touch response. That sounds like, if it's an iPhone 7, that sounds like either your home button or the front camera reflex is fucked up. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cure this. Pull it back apart and check. That's PS4, the newer designs, million screws. What chance do we charge? Finding the chip is going to be the hardest thing, Anthony. If I can source the chip, if it's not the data line chokes, then I don't know. If it comes apart and you give it to us, like $60. What's up, Michael? Tourette syndrome. You do.
I know I do. Fuck. Shit, bitch.
It's only one form of Tourette's.
The best kind of Tourette's.
The best kind of Tourette's.
The best.
You say so, Mikey.
Chris, you know so. Let's hold this. Right here. One fucking screw somewhere. God bless it. Stick.
How much to fix it naked on stream with a Reaper on his pecker head?
Wait, what?
How much money for you to fix a PS4 HDMI port issue naked on stream with a Carolina Reaper stretched over your dickhead?
$3 million.
3 million. Evidently, Anthony, I can't. Those peppers don't hold very long because as soon as I get them here, like they already start.
They're already bad and
They
Chris
start
goes away.
molding.
He hasn't ever ate one. He hasn't ate a single one.
What are you talking about? I ate a part of one.
He ate part of one.
Yeah.
I tried to get you to eat a whole one.
I know you did. You offered me $20. I'm not doing it for $20.
Well, come on. That's all the money I had at the moment.
iPhone 6 with no front camera. Can't get it to work. Every filter data line tested. Tried new flex. I promise I've had some like that too. I'm not sure what it could be. It could be just the data line going to like the AP or something. The SoC or some type of processing error. Alright, let's wick this thing down. Alright, clean it up.
This is stuck on pecker brand because peckers stick to the head.
Yeah, 5S with the same issue. Which issue, Ian? The springboard crashing or the other one? Alright, so we got our baseband cleaned up. Time to reball. Reballs the baseband. How much workspace do I have under my scope? Like working height? I don't know.
9 inches.
No, it's probably 6 inches. Yeah. Grab measuring tape. I'd say it's about 6 inches. Here, let me call your mom. Is this 8 or 6? I mean, if you're asking me, it's probably about 12 inches, you know?
Oh, overcompensating there, huh?
So would I drive a big truck with 48-inch tires on it?
It's only 32 inch tires. I ain't overcompensating.
Ain't overcompensating. Alright, we're going to do one more pass through on that one.
My scalp. Now all this has to come out and go into this new shell.
With a fiberglass brush? Yeah, I've thought about getting one.
What?
One of the fiberglass brushes to clean up like your solder pads and
this,
stuff
like,
for your...
fiberglass pen thing over here.
Well, not that. It's a brush. Alright, so revolve this again. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and eject this.
Just use
My eject tool. Put some flux down just to allow this to
Just waiting on manually sideline butterfly valve.
fuck are you talking about?
The butterfly valve
On the
dog
car?
body.
Oh,
Manually excite the butterfly valve.
you dumb as hell, boy. Alright, so clean this chip up real quick. Reball looks good. Looks nice and even down the side. Looks good there. Looks good there. Alright, cool. Now we'll put it back on. See how it does. I'm gonna touch up these wires real quick. They might have some overcoating on them. I don't want it to be on the end there. Just make sure that they take to the pads properly.
Kevin, you better hurry up.
What?
Kevin's supposed to come over right after work so I can put this thing on.
Oh. Alright, just press it down. I'm going to hold it here for a second. Alright, going to reflow this now. Sprung back. We'll let it cool for a second, then we'll do a quick check in continuity mode to see if we have any bridge pads or anything under the chip. We can tell by metering the caps around baseband. They'll kind of give us an idea if there's any issues. Okay. So it seems like most of our caps are clear of any shorts. We will do a quick check to see if our cellular function is returned. And then we will do a check of TriStar to see if TriStar is functioning. Because TriStar, for some reason, well, obviously underfilled, so it tends to kind of float on me whenever I get it hot enough on the other side sometimes, so I always like to check it afterwards. Go ahead and pop it back into the housing here. We'll see if we've got our IMEI number back. This housing's pretty tweaked. It's got like a bow in it. This edge is higher here. This edge is higher, and it kind of folds up on itself. I'll try to bend that back out if I can. So it's booting up. We'll see if it's working or not. Alright, let's see here. We have an IMEI number now, which we didn't have before. It says searching. Let's see if we actually get signal. I don't know if this SIM card is active or not. Modem firmware is present in the settings, which is good. It says it's a simple mobile phone. I believe that's T-Mobile. which means it's not going to get good service in here, but there you go. I don't know if it'll focus or not. I'll switch it over. So, see if we can get it to focus. There you go. Simple mobile, 2 bars. So we now have signal. So that one is fixed. Let me check TriStar here and see if this thing actually will charge properly. Okay, it's pulling 800 milliamps with the screen off, and it shows the charging icon. So Simple Mobile, yeah, I believe Simple is T-Mobile. Yep, so got 2 bar service, it charges. Now we need to bend this frame back out before we put it back in. What if modem firmware doesn't show but IMEI doesn't dialer? I don't think that's possible. I mean, it might be, I might be wrong, but modem firmware is present if the baseband is getting power and works. If the modem firmware is not present, it usually means baseband's not turning on. So I don't know how you would get IMEI without that, unless somehow baseband can work only partially. Maybe I could be wrong, so don't hold me to that, but in my experience, if modem firmware is not there, baseband is not turning on. Usually means there's either a short or it's not getting a power rail it's supposed to. Alright, let me bend this frame back. It's got like a wave in it. It's crazy how easy these are to bend. Actually, you can already see the bend that was in it by the volume button tray there. It's right there. You can see the little hump in it, sort of. Yeah, see the hump in the tray there? We'll push that back out some. See if we can take this bend out of it without kinking it too much. I mean, the whole phone is twisted here. People wonder why these phones have board problems. Maybe it's because the frame on these is made out of Play-Doh. You can mold them with your hands. Alright, let's put our shielding back on. That frame's straighter. It's not the straightest, but I don't know that I can get it crazy straight. Alright, so thing to keep in mind whenever you're going to put these back on. This will stay tight. Whenever you go to put these back on, these shields have, see if it'll focus. See that little lip hanging down? That goes into the alignment hole. That little thing right there. That goes into the alignment hole on the board. You have to make sure when you run that jumper through that hole that you bend that back and cut it off. If you don't, whenever you go to put this shield on, you're going to end up cutting that wire, which will leave you with a searching no service symptoms again.
High and dry.
I've done it before and it sucks because you have to pull it back off and redo it because once you cut the wire. Kevin's here.
Kevin's here.
Kevin, you're live on YouTube.
Kevin, you're live on YouTube.
It happens. Mostly it's
Where's
porn
that screen
sites.
at?
Every now and then make it onto a more
Is it
reputable
right
site.
here? Yeah, that's it.
Mostly it's porn sites.
Yeah.
Dang.
Kevin finds himself on those porn websites quite a bit.
Like your own videos, or you're just
Yeah.
watching?
Do my own stuff.
No,
Do my own stunts too.
yeah. No stunt cocks for you.
No.
Unlike
Except
Micah.
for when our T-Rex comes in.
Who's T-Rex?
He hasn't watched that movie yet.
He's never watched Orgasmo?
No, he hasn't.
You're fired.
I'm fired.
Pack up your things.
I'm sorry. I didn't sexually harass anybody though.
No,
Why
it
am I
doesn't
getting
matter
fired?
anymore.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter.
Court of public opinion.
Public-
Facts don't matter. You just gotta say it happened, then it happened.
I tried letting him hear the clip of the T-Rex scene. He's like, "Oh, that's stupid. Oh, that's stupid."
Micah exaggerates a lot of things in his life.
I do.
Mostly things to do with his penis, but
I love to exaggerate things. Got a 2.5 foot.
hot tweezers you recommend for the work I do? The Hako hot tweezers.
I don't know what that was.
Kevin knows about those Hako hot tweezers.
That's what I use to make urinations with.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold weather and she shrinks now.
They gotta keep it warm.
Or else it just looks like running around with two belly buttons. It's awful.
Kevin, I still have wieners with your name on it. Over at my casa.
Wieners, wieners, wieners. Oh, today's a pizza day. Get a real pizza boner. So I told the woman after the gym.
You got pizza boner.
Pizza boner.
From who?
It's the smell of pizza, man. I smelled it. Now I want some.
Mike had a pizza boner earlier.
I did.
Yeah? Where'd you go?
Pizza Hut.
I didn't say it was a good boner. It was,
Yeah. I'm not a pizza snob.
Pizza.
Except for Blaze. I don't like fucking Blaze, but
I've
everybody
never
else is.
ate Blaze pizza.
I don't hate it. I don't. It's not like I would be like, man, let's
Like, if I
fucking
was
go
in the mood
there.
for
Let's
Blaze,
fucking go there right now.
I might
Come
as well
on,
just get
come
a
on.
fucking Hot Pocket.
Hot pocket.
Actually, that AZIP pizza's not bad.
It is
Recommend
pretty
that
good,
one.
actually.
I didn't really like it.
Well, if you don't like that, then you definitely just hate fucking Blaze.
Okay.
Because it's just like that, but microwaved, basically.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not as good as microwaved.
It's not as good as microwave.
It's like it was heated up with a fart. Just hot ass air run over your pizza.
I guess that depends
God
on what
bless it. It opens
where
like
it's
an
coming
iPhone.
from. Oh, God bless it.
God bless it.
God bless it, America.
Just like
Land
this
that I
is
live.
probably the frame that they used to make the knockoff iPhones with.
Probably. You know what else, Micah?
What?
Still better than your phone.
Nah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they don't have as many dick pics as his phone.
Yeah. Micah loves his iPhone 7 because when he takes pictures of his penis, it blurs the background. Makes it really stand out.
It makes it really stand out when you get the length there.
You got the dual lenses so you do 3D.
Yeah.
Just come at it all helicopter.
Stereoscopic.
Yeah. God. Did you ever see that, like, it's like the Google VR, whatever, it's just you put the phone in, or the Samsung VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they were showing people, like, what porn looked like on it.
Oh, God.
And they were like, oh, yeah, and there's these dudes sitting on a couch just getting blowjobs, and they're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden it switches perspective, and
Oh,
you just
yeah.
hear them scream, get that thing out of my face!
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, maybe.
Maybe. Never thought about this before, but maybe.
Never been
This
just
is a whole
staring
new
down the barrel
perspective
of
on my
one.
life.
Staring down the barrel of one. Staring down the barrel of a 45.
Your old wiener.
Year old winner.
Sounds like a song, so truck stops.
We need to do a game called Truck Simulator where it's like realistic though. Not like the flight simulator realistic,
How you
but
gonna
like
simulate meth?
that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta do math. You gotta do meth or cocaine to stay up.
Yeah.
You gotta pee in your Mountain Dew bottle.
Yeah.
While you're driving
Trucker
down the road.
bottles, man.
You gotta pick up the lot lizard.
So you can put a glory hole in your own bathroom.
That's one of the objectives. Pick up the lot lizard.
You know, what's that? What's the name of that?
You have two modes. You have legal driver, and then you have standard driver. Anthony, what fucking diodes are you talking about? They're not supposed to be diodes. They're supposed to be filters. The only diode there is on the HDMI port is a static protection diode on the power line. The rest of them are filters. They should have very low resistance. Excuse me.
You can't force it and then say excuse me.
That wasn't forced. It just came out.
Uh-huh.
There's another Kevin on here. He says, hello, Chris. Hello, everyone. Kevin versus Kevin.
There can be only one Highlander.
There can be only one.
I've killed before. I'll do it again.
Spectre says the new iPhone 7 has a penis portrait mode. It automatically holds up a fish really close to the camera to make your penis look bigger. ZZ Top reunion, yeah. Kevin's got the long beard and I got the long beard, and then Micah's got the rape beard, but
Red beard.
rape
What he lacks in beard, he more than makes up for in bush.
bush. Micah's got all the bush.
I got that. It's an unbearable force down there, I'll tell you what.
It just looks like an ivory button on a wool coat, though. Sad little dick sticking out of all that bush.
Oh God. It's like that kid from Christmas Story. Where he's all,
What?
Wait,
where he's all bundled up and all you can see is his
Oh.
face.
I was like, what Christmas Story did you watch? I don't remember no dicks in Christmas Story. That's not what they meant when you put an eye out with that thing.
You put your eye out.
You know, stare down the barrel of it while you're rubbing it.
Kevin says, who's the other bitch ass Kevin that's in here? He just threw down the gauntlet.
He's gonna have to see his beard for comparison.
Fight me IRL. He wants it in real life fights.
Coming at him like a tornado made of teeth and hair.
So, has Amy gotten on your nerves yet? Being a stay-at-home mom now?
We have no kids, so let's just stay at home.
You're the kid.
She don't bother me.
No.
I don't see her any more than I did before.
What's she doing? Is
Arts
she
and crafts and shit while she applies for jobs, so she's just working on her Etsy, YouTube, whatever the fuck
Etsy
she
stuff.
sells that shit on. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Etsy.
However all that shit, I don't know.
I don't know the
It's not
name
my
of it.
business.
I just know what it says when it lies.
I'm hoping she gets a job soon because I don't want.
I ain't
know
paying
what
for you,
happens.
woman.
No, it just I'll end up having to do fucking arts and crafts with her. Oh,
Yeah.
I need your sandblaster.
Mm-hmm.
Can you cut this out of wood for me? I said, God damn it, I got a job.
That's a good question. So the question on the chat is, if number 2 pencils are so popular, why aren't they called number 1s?
God damn it.
Thanks again,
I'm
Chris.
talking about that question.
Regards, Jerry.
Alright, one phone down On to the next one.
Maybe if they knew something about graphite pencils, they'd fucking know.
Teach him, Bill Nye.
Because if they use number 1, it's too dark.
Christian, didn't you take art classes or something?
Yeah.
Well, then you should know.
I also took art classes
it's the
with your
hardest
mom
of
last night.
The graphite.
Yeah.
I took art classes with your mom last
I
night.
took art class with your mom last night.
Real customer.
Like I help customers. Hello.
So,
Can do for you.
I need to pick up an iPad
Oh,
I
yeah.
dropped off this
I'm gonna
morning.
go grab that for you.
Alrighty.
It's Erica, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You ever notice when you have somebody's products, you turn into a radio disc jockey?
He does.
What?
We told him about that already.
Oh, no, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Switch straight
I gotta be professional, Kevin.
work at a radio station.
I may one day. There's that for you guys.
Aspirations to be a
It's
disc
better. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to
Maybe
B93.
turn it on or off whenever I put it in the bag.
Oh, that charging port is gross.
Here, but I don't want you to hold it. It's gonna go in the case.
Have you ever been here before?
It wasn't here. It was when it was in somebody's house
Oh.
a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Okay, let me get you.
Well, thank you for coming back.
You're welcome.
Those were humble beginnings.
That iPad lived a long time, so I run it over with the car. There's no saving it after that, I don't think.
Maybe.
I haven't, but it's crashed. I kept it thinking I could connect it to iTunes because, like, the first time he walked and stuff like that's on there. So I can't throw it in the trash, but it's.
Well, if you want to bring it in, we can take a look at it and see if we can get at least the data off of it. If nothing else.
It's 70 on it. I mean, you want digits.
65.
65.
Mhm.
Alright. After tax, it's gonna be $66.50. Thank you.
Searching no service.
Thanks for
but it
sharing your
doesn't
knowledge,
turn
Chris.
on. Let's try this time. There we go. Phones away.
Get you to sign that for me. There you go, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a good evening.
Pointing your finger. Alright. Let's see here. We don't have a SIM card, but we'll dial *60#6. Oh, it's showing an IMEI number.
What?
So this one might be something different.
I can't hear you. Next door? They moved out. Yeah, it's gonna be edible cookie
It's
dough.
gonna be a failure.
Shit. Yeah, failure.
You know,
Yeah,
always
always. All the edible cookie dough.
underwear.
I told Chris I'm gonna start a edible underwear tailoring business there. Make that shit to fit. No, well, it can't be bubble tape. Well, yeah, I guess yeah. I get what you're saying. Bubble tape. Okay.
It's gonna be fitted. Everything will be
It's
fitted.
gonna be tight. I mean, I'm gonna stitch that together with some licorice sticks. And get that real nice. Yeah. What are you about a size? You about a size? You about a
Sales
size
tax?
32?
Yes, we have sales tax. Only on parts though, not labor. Alright, so this says no service. Let's check the baseband firmware. It has firmware. It shows the card, but still no service. The charge port has to be replaced, so I almost wonder if a new charge port will fix this. Oh, no, it's got signal now. So I put the SIM card in there and it has signal. So fixed. Titty. Yep. Yep. Birdie boy. Alright, let's pop my SIM out of here and pop it into this one. Let's see if we get signal with this card. It's the hot air station. Has anyone ever gotten flux in their beard? No, Mike has gotten something else than flux.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm dying over here.
That's what you get, Chris.
Fuck you, Micah.
Instant karma.
You like karma.
You like caramel apples.
You like eating poop. You eat pieces of poop for breakfast.
Chris scratches his butt before he works on people's phones. Then he rubs his butt fingers all over the phones.
Alright, I'm getting signal with the AT&T card. I keep bumping the battery connector though and turning it off. Alright, so I will dick with this phone some and see if it'll stop getting signal. Yep. Let's see if it'll do anything now. Micah thought it was funny. Micah always thinks things are funny. Have you seen Micah?
What?
Have you seen him?
Have I seen who?
10% goods and service tax. We don't have any labor charge. All our taxes for labor are paid in personal income.
Now, wait, who have I seen?
Nobody, Micah. Jesus.
Jesus Christ, you asked me
Just
if I
work
seen
on a
something.
phone and be quiet.
No. Ask them if they'd seen you.
Oh. Oh.
Damn it.
Fuck. Why didn't you say that?
Percussive fault detection is about the only way you can get these to fail. Why didn't you say that?
Why did you just say that?
What?
Why? Why?
Sound like the beginning of a
Horror movie?
techno song.
Or was it Firestarter? Whatever. What was it?
Peter North here, old porn star. I enjoy the stream, guys. Thank you.
What? What?
Peter North is here, evidently. If I keep hitting this fucking power, I'm never gonna be able to test shit.
They're just fat fingering the shit out.
I am. I'm fattying it. Fatty Fingers 9000. Bass! Bass!
Bass! Turn up the bass!
Bass!
So about you, Chris? Since you won't be over in the dirt ball anymore, you still gonna go visit your buddy across the hall?
Who?
Tommy.
Tommy? Tommy boy?
I just want to hang out, but him not see me. I like watching him go insane on other people. I just don't want to get drug into a spiral of crazy.
You're asking for too much there.
And I'm thinking about just maybe putting in some sort of webcam in there.
Well, I mean, it still shows up. Let's see if it gets service. Just a webcam in there?
Yeah.
And just streaming?
Yeah, I was just watching.
Just Tommy.
Yeah.
Alright, it's getting service still,
I'm sure you'd be okay with that if you just told me you were going to put a webcam.
We're gonna just put this one off and see if it fucks up later. It's a possibility. I've seen it happen. But for now, it is working.
I have seen shit. I kid you not.
I am Iron Man. New port set down. What port are you putting on there, Anthony? Don't tell me that your port was fucked up the whole time. And so we got 6+ no service. Let's see if it is indeed no service. I wish they wouldn't take their SIM card out of it so I can actually test and see if maybe it's their SIM card.
Maybe.
Ooh, this is a high quality screen. Sitting up above that frame. You just run your finger in between the frame and the screen. That's what you like to see.
It's a floater. Call Chris. He knows how to do the floaters.
What?
Fix floaters.
No.
Alright, it says searching. That's a good start. Alright, let's do the star pound 06 pound. Oh, no IMEI number. So this one is, let's see if we've got a modem firmware. Modem ephemerware is there, that's good. Kevlon calling.
So if you're thinking about how to get a pizza, would be Little Smokies on it.
You're gonna eat Little Smokies on there? You can come over and eat Little Smokies.
I just need to bring pizza.
That's fine. Bring pizza. I'll provide the Little Smokies, you provide the pizza. How about this? We'll make a pizza with Little Smokies on it.
Yeah, that's fine. Then I need that queso dip that we made too.
We've got
That would be
that
the
still
sauce
also,
base.
don't we? Or no, you all probably don't have it.
No. God damn, how fat do you think I am? I just ate like a tub of queso in one night.
Maybe.
Fuck tits.
I'll eat half of it.
You think I'd be able to stand here?
Yeah.
I'd definitely be holding like a rock of cheese in my ass.
William Holden Caulfield.
Just locked up.
We still got plenty of dip left.
Doop, doop, doop.
I ate one of the burgers with pimento cheese on it, and it was delicious.
Yeah, that's what the pub does.
Yep.
It's good as fuck.
On a pretzel bun.
You so fancy.
Mike is back there getting ready to chop up his cocaine.
Just a bump.
Just a little bump.
Man, I wish we would have found one with a frame wash.
You just ate Pizza Hut pizza with stuffed crust with pepperoni, but it was cold. Oh, that was terrible.
That sounds terrible.
Sounds delicious.
Stuffed crust
Okay.
cold? Ugh.
If it's pizza, it can be cold.
I don't enjoy
Except for Mexican
cold.
pizza, that's a little weird. I can't do that.
Mexican pizza isn't pizza.
I love Mexican pizza.
I don't think it's pizza.
You just can't reheat
It's
it either
good.
because it's got the lettuce on it and shit.
I've
That's just
reheated it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
You can get past the texture of warm lettuce.
Every time somebody says Mexican pizza, though, I always think of the
School ones?
the
Oh,
fucking octagon ones.
yeah, which were the fucking tits too. You know, you go to Kentucky, was it Southern Foods or whatever?
Yeah, and buy
Buy
'em.
that shit by the crate.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna back the truck up. Bring me a gross of it.
Gross.
A gross stuff.
Must be one big rock. Mike is chopping up the finest Colombian
Oh yeah.
It's snowing
cocoa.
over there.
Cocoa. Yeah. Micah, I don't know if it's cold or not, but it sure is snowing your way. Micah's our resident weed aficionado.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Everybody comes in like, you smoke weed? Just look at Micah.
Yeah, big deal. Want to talk about it?
Big whoop, want to fight about it?
You think you're better than me?
Chuck's lurking in the background. Chuck, when are you going to get on Xbox so we can play? Kevin here's got me added now. I don't know. Did you have me?
Yeah. Yeah, you're on there.
Me and K-Fed over here.
If you end up like the other Chris, who only plays at odd times of the night, I don't fucking play.
What time do you play?
It's usually like, I don't know, like 7 to 9 or so, right in there.
That's
Not the
about what
whole-
time
Not
everybody
that
else
whole block,
plays.
but
I usually play then or later, one or the other.
fucking Chris only plays it like, he's like, you need to play.
Hey,
I
this
started
is
at 11.
this is one of my old touch ICs from March. Micah,
Is it?
March touch IC. How about that? Full circle. One of my own touch ICs has come back to me, but it's not for touch IC.
Baseband?
Yep, for baseband this time. That's my old. I don't put the plate on them anymore, but that's back when we did do the plates.
I'm real nostalgia puffle moment over there, aren't you?
What are we playing on Xbox? We're playing Call of Duty.
Bro shooter.
Bro shooter all day. Just drinking Zivas.
Bro
Soak
shooter.
myself in fucking axe. Shooting faces.
Soak myself in axe. I don't know if Andy still does that, but he used to do that. He was the Axe body spray champion.
Dude, on that phone, I will have to show you when you get it fixed. I run into a dude at the bar who had a backpack with a GameCube on it and Axe body spray. I was like, you are down to rape somebody.
Was he sponsored by Axe?
I don't know. You know, bro rape was one of the most underreported rape stories.
Did you have like dyed hair and shit?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Micah knows who he is.
He's a weird little kid and he brings around a GameCube. He said, in case I get challenged. I was like, what?
At Rockies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I seen him there last time he was there.
Please find out what game he's good at. Get really good at it and go
I think it's
challenge
Super
him.
Smash Brothers.
Go challenge him.
I'll kick the shit out of him. Super Smash Brothers.
Just
One
fucking
thing
find
he'd
him and
be
challenge
really
him.
good at was operating a glory hole.
Probably.
Kevin,
But I didn't get to find out.
I was gonna say, how do you know?
Kevin knows.
It's just speculation at this point. I gotta do the research.
Kevin knows Bo. Bo knows Kevin.
He's lead R&D of Glory Hole Inspection.
GloryHoleInspectors.com. The return of the glory.
You ever see me in there, just, you know,
Just-
dancing around my ankles like a small child pisses, but wearing a hard hat, you know what's going on. Oh, shit.
I gotta
What
make
are you
sure
gonna
this.
do?
I gotta make sure this glory hole's up to code here.
The hard hat's not my thing. It's ocean.
Wait a minute, here's the question. How are you testing the glory hole with your pants down?
Well, how else is he supposed to test the glory hole?
I think you operated from
I mean,
the other
you
side. You've been on the wrong side this whole time. You're just the mouth guy, aren't you? How have we not run into each other?
You're the inspector. Why would you be on the user end?
Disturbs me. You're confused by this.
You
Silly. You don't
can't-
put your wiener through it. You put your mouth up
No.
to it.
That's like saying you're a roller coaster inspector, so what you do is you go ride the roller coaster around. No, you check everything else that has to do with the roller coaster. I'm a phone repair guy. I call people on the cell phone. Yeah, is the phone working? Good.
I know that phone's working.
BNC. What's up? On this iPhone that you sent over here, it's missing the charge port connector. Does that need to go back on, or on the charge port? Okay. Alrighty, I'll look at it. The charge port, I'm still waiting on it to come in. As soon as it gets here, I'll let you know. The what? Oh, the Wi-Fi one? I forgot about it. I'll get on it. That's the one with the grayed out Wi-Fi, right? Okay, yeah, I'll check it. Alright, later. I know you can hear my conversation. Shit. Alright, let's take this baseband chip off. Kevin. Customer. Micah.
Oh, I thought it was a customer.
Not important customer, Micah. Evidently,
Somebody needs to be cussed.
evidently this customer wants people to suck some ass or something.
That's rude.
Something about glory hole tester.
Hey, if you were going to test a glory hole, which end would you
Actually,
wanna be
you
on?
said inspector. No, you didn't say which end would you want to be on.
Yeah, you just assumed it would be the mouth operating side.
I just assumed that if we're being the inspector, you're not going to be on the side of the user.
Yeah, well, I mean, how you going to inspect it? You gotta put your wiener through there and see if it grabs.
Dig too much into this.
Quit picking your nose. Why do you always come in here and pick your nose?
There's gold up there.
There's gold in these here nostrils. Did you break it?
Micah,
I ain't breaking nothing.
Kevin, what are you
That's
doing?
not already busted.
trying to get minutes over here. Needs to be fun.
What's wrong with your phone?
He broke it, did it?
Busted and
Kevin broke it,
I
did
gotta
it?
get separated from the frame.
Why'd you break your phone,
Should've
Kevin?
just got a whole
I don't know.
different
Fell in
new
the
frame.
pocket.
Do you have a case?
Well, well, yes, but I hadn't got it on. But I actually ordered it that same day, thinking, oh man, I should get one of those.
And then
Oh
And
no!
it fell like this far onto a rubber mat in the gym.
Whatever you say.
onto a rubber mat.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, nightstand boy. Yeah, I just fell like 2 feet down to the plush carpeting on my floor.
Shattered everywhere as soon as you touched that carpet.
Pretty sure you put on a shitty screen.
What's your woman doing?
Absolutely fucking nothing. That's how unemployment works.
What?
She's unemployed.
There's no job.
Why?
They decided they were going to go in a different direction. And HR was not one of the directions they wanted to go.
So they fired her?
Yeah, well, they laid her off.
They laid on her.
Yeah, so she's on the job market. It was the main owner of the shit-ass company just decided, like, she's too much trouble. She keeps bringing up all these issues of things we're not supposed to be doing. So, rather than having HR to keep you from doing those things, they just decided to hire another lawyer to try to get away with doing those things.
Oh my god. Isn't that going to be more expensive?
They're not real lawyers. They never actually get real lawyers. They don't get anyone who's past the bar or anything.
And by bar, he means the local one.
The local bar.
The local tavern.
Drinking establishment.
The ye old tavern.
Ye old tavern. Ye old tavern.
Oh my god. This thing off is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He knows. He's an official glory hole inspector.
That's right. I inspect my way, you inspect your way. Let's just hope inspections overlap one day.
Your boss is going to come down from HR and tell you you're doing it wrong. I'd be careful on that.
Well, the LCDs are in room. The only thing I'm scared about is the displays and stuff. The heat's not getting this fucker off.
Well, I mean, is everything out of the frame before you go dumping alcohol into it, or?
No, I'm not really trying to. It's not as easy as that.
Just keep in mind, it's not a Samsung, so. Not a Samsung. If it's just the port, I wouldn't be disappointed at all. I think it is just the port, Anthony. Anthony. What's up, Paul Daniels?
You have an old dad.
I just need to hold it for comfort. Oh, thank you.
What?
That's not my missus. That's Micah's lady, ex-lady.
What?
Somebody said, let's see your missus online. I was like, that's not Ashley.
Oh, no.
That's Hitlery.
You can see Hitler online too, though.
You can see Hitler. She's
you can
been
follow
on
me
here
on
before.
Instagram and watch all my stupid videos.
This wasn't a pitch. I was trying to go whore. Damn it, woman. You take all
Dick.
the fun out of this.
You're a bag of dicks.
That's cool.
No, he's a glory hole inspector.
Oh, you're the old. You asshole. Yeah, you're the old glory hole. The old glory hole.
Status of my EMC reader. Which one for the S6 stuff? Still fucking waiting. Older phones, I can do them. I've been looking for a socket though. I really want the Morrissey adapter, but I can't seem to find one. in the U.S. Unless you have to buy the whole fucking thing with the programmer and everything. Which I don't need. I don't need the whole programmer. I just need the socket. My name's Hillary and I went home and put on more lipstick.
I did. Actually, I haven't had any on. But I did get a new makeup palette today.
Are you going to a convention
No.
where you sacrifice people? Did someone say glory hole? Yes. Yes, they did.
Your glory hole.
Your glory. Richard!
You know what that sounds like? Old glory.
That's
robotic
why I
shoes.
needed to order. Freddie, if you can get it, let me know, because I really want one of the adapters. I'm still waiting on fucking
your
Dayprog
own-
to send me my new reader. I need my own what?
You need your own opening. You'd be like, hello. this is
Hello.
Chris with
Welcome to
Easy
Chris's wonderful Hour of Power.
Power Hour.
Mm-hmm. Come on in and meet Jesus.
And then they're sitting in the corner.
Hillary will just sit in the corner making, like, speaking in tongues.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
That's the saddest tongues ever. Grumble, grumble, grumble. You really half-assed that.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. I'm cranky. Feed me.
Are you Jabba the Hutt? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not the devil.
I'm hungry.
The hangry devil.
Alright, Freddie. I'm hangry.
Yeah, the hangry devil.
It
Hangry.
sounds like a restaurant.
The hangry
It does
devil.
spicy food. The hangry devil.
You should open it.
Except for that part where I don't cook. There's a real flaw in that one.
So you hire people.
Kevin, you don't cook at all?
No, like, I cook and I'll eat it, but Amy won't eat it, so
Why?
it's just not good.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't take much to please me, so I'll eat it.
Just tell her, but baby, it's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
It's Kevin.
I bet it's Mexican stuff. Meatloaves.
Meatloaf. Mom! Meatloaf.
And some beers.
Can you make some Mexican meatloaf?
Yeah, it's delicious.
What's a
Like
Mexican?
Italian meatloaf. And
I don't know.
barbecue meatloaf.
Do you just put taco seasoning
Yeah,
on meatloaf?
pretty much.
No, you don't use crackers, you use tortillas.
Yeah. That,
Does
that way it gets all
Mike
soggy.
Schaefer have a glorified socket? You mean Mark? Mark has just a standalone EMC reader. I looked at them, but the more C gives you more options for about the same cost if you bought like the different fucking adapters. So
They can do what they want to do.
You can stare back.
You can stare if you want to. Stare all the damn time.
because if you don't stare, then you don't stare. Well, you're no stare of mine. Somebody's been fucking with TriStar. I don't. What the fuck?
It's safe to stare.
It's like they took all the underfill off and then just left it alone. She's out here campaigning for her next run at presidential elections.
Vote for me.
Or die.
Or die.
Vote for Hillary. Or
Or
die.
die.
She is the Antichrist.
No, well,
That's done. Not
Well.
bad.
maybe just a
That's
little.
weird. You're the Antichrist.
done.
You married
Jesus.
homeless Jesus over here.
Homeless Jesus.
When people ask me what he looks like, I give him that description.
Anthony said they have a restaurant there in his town that's called the Spicy Pickle, aka the Diseased Dick.
The diseased
What?
dick.
The Diseased Dick. The
Is it-
Spicy Pickle.
Is it bad?
I don't know.
What is that? What's that drink with pickle juice and like tequila?
I don't know. I like pickles though. And I like pickled juice.
Have you ever had?
Kevin, do you like tequila?
I don't like tequila. So.
Have you ever had a
What about
Mexican?
in the morning?
No,
you ever had a
I like
Mexican
it
asshole?
anytime.
You ever had a Mexican asshole?
Sounds disgusting.
It is. It's tequila mixed with hot sauce in a shot glass that's been rimmed with mayonnaise.
That's like, have you ever had a urine sample? It's half apple juice, half tequila in the microwave for like 5 seconds.
Ew.
I like it.
You wouldn't. No.
Pickle Rick!
Ugh. You're pickle Rick.
You're Pickle Rick.
You're pickle Rick.
You are so well.
It's not worth it.
Christopher, what are you looking for?
Souls.
A good time.
Don't need nothing but a good time.
That's what you get, Mike.
This thing is being a pain in the ass, Kevin.
You overestimated your skills.
Wasting everybody's time.
Everybody.
Time waster.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Yes, half a tall.
Just let me see.
Christopher has not replied yet. Chris Topher. Topher. Micro components?
There's
Like
Chris.
what, caps?
Try to shop again. Hi, Chris. Say hello.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
Inception thing.
Your,
There's-
Video in a video.
your brains would go nice with a nice decanty and
Where's Kevin?
fava
back there?
beans.
Is he hiding? Hiding somewhere. Oh, there he is. Peekaboo. We see you. Chris is streaming.
Like this.
He's magic.
Watch this. You ready, Kevin?
Do it. Do it too. What are you doing?
Ooh!
Witch!
Witch!
This is what it's like here at this shop.
Witch!
B is
Witch!
connection if you need a cell phone.
Witch!
They do that.
I'm not a witch.
Or computers. Or sometimes TVs.
Throw her in the river.
So there you go.
If she sinks, she's not a witch.
How
If
many
she
ducks
floats.
does she win?
Ducks float.
What else, folks? Small stones.
Hello, Clarice. There's
Oh, Christ.
Use good
They do use good.
The main things to keep for micro soldering parts are backlight capacitors for iPhone 6. You can look those up on Micro Soldering Supply if you want to know the sizing of them. I believe they're 5 points, or they're, what size are they? Well, the output caps are 30 volts, I think, or something like that, or 25 volts. But you can look up on the schematics to see what their sizing is. Diodes, they're 30 volt diodes, I believe. Coils, the coils, you'll just have to kind of look around and see which ones. There's one, the one I use looks like an iPhone 5 coil.
They weren't that great.
I'll pull up my DigiKey and Mauser ordering list here in a second and show you what I've ordered. Most of the random caps and stuff you're going to
I
pull
eat
from
a
donor
lot.
boards.
Just because I'm skinny.
Well, if ever I need a recommendation on who's back against
Ooh!
Oh, Kevin.
Did not know that. Good to know, Spectre. Inspector. Glory hole. Inspector. My God.
What?
Like to lick on peanuts. Dun, dun, dun. This guy says, I think I remember meeting Micah on a Microsoft Net meeting back in the day.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Probably. Shit, I don't know.
Micah was king at the AOL chat rooms for a
No,
while.
I didn't never use it. I always hated AOL. I used to use MSN.
He was an ICQ fanatic.
I didn't use
You know what's
ICQ.
hilarious? I get people who call me all day long and give me their email address and say, "Oh, you're definitely not buying me ECU. You want your carburetor, don't you?"
Don't you?
There we fucking go.
Y'all got in them atmospherically injected throttle bodies.
I'm still making them electric carburetors. I really want to start a band called Electric Carburetor.
You gotta keep it aspirated.
I'll just have Micah do a song, Electric Carburetor, put it on the album. It'll be a B-side.
A B-side song.
For all you young fucks.
BK brother, I can't hear you. I already have been twice.
Have you really?
Yeah.
For singing?
No. Music in the background.
Oh, that's fucking dumb.
Let's just say Rick Ashley got some of my money.
You gotta be careful. Don't talk about Nintendo too much. They'll get all your fucking money.
Yep. They'll come after you.
Bunch of plants.
Fucking twats.
Fucking wankers.
I yelled at a guy once. I was so mad I couldn't think of anything. Just called him wanker. Huge on his face.
He was like, where am I?
That guy just yelled at me.
Here we go. Are you testing it right now, anything? Is it gonna work?
Anton.
Anton?
If you're just taking it out, just cut that one. Work better on the next one.
I could do that. I mean, you are partially correct.
That's usually how I operate. Right.
Partially correct. Not
Oh,
always.
You said correct. I thought you said erect. Never mind.
Oh!
You're partially
Thought you said semi.
Semi-erect.
Semi chub.
Half chubbed all day.
Thought you said half chub.
Was that uncomfortable?
Having a half chub? All day? Full chub is
Yeah, no.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Literally.
Pun intended.
Pun intended.
That was pun intended.
Over here rubbing a hole in the back of your zipper.
It's gonna get a rash.
You really do need to have some fidget with, don't you, Kevin?
Yeah.
God damn it.
You want a fidget spinner? We got 4 left.
There's people in here and I can't just play with myself, so.
Go to the back room. Shut the
I like
door.
the conversation.
You could
Mine's if a fat just around the corner.
Kind of worry about what you're doing in the back room now, Hillary.
not masturbating.
Making glue.
Making. What are you going in the back room for?
I masturbate.
Look at the bean.
Flicking the bean.
Weird things and jerk off to them.
DJ Diddles. You're taking pictures of weird things and jerking off to them.
So much fun.
You pigeonholed yourself, you son of a bitch.
i6 Plus back. I have to look and see, mate. Is it one you had sent back? I think I did. Yeah, it's here. Anthony Finch residence.
You're streaming. He's on the freaking
Did it fix
stream.
it? Told you, I win. You can just send me payment over PayPal. All right, sounds good. Later. Hillary, you want to get drunk?
Not really.
99%, bro.
I have to work tomorrow.
What time do you close? Are you just literally going to close the store?
Yeah, because
Well, that's dumb.
yeah,
Because
isn't
they
it?
can't have her out in public with people.
With people.
I would rather be kept in the back, but
Or the masturbating goes on.
yeah.
Where the weird pictures happen.
What do you get paid to do? Masturbate.
I sit in the back, jerking it, smacking it, jacking it, rack. Did you ever see that episode of South Park?
Which one was it?
Kyle goes to San Francisco.
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen
It's like the barber shop quartet or whatever it is, and they're singing about how he's walking around naked, jerking off in public.
Yeah? Once you're done streaming, so you don't get some sort of copyright infringement.
We'll pull that one up. Pull it up, pull it out.
Get a glass in your hand.
Yakking it, smacking it, jacking it, backing it.
Fuck
Jackety, jacking it. Jack, jackety, jacking it. Coney 2012 got famous and started doing it. Started jerking off in public. That's probably what it's from then. Come and jerk it in San Francisco.
Like full-blown Louis C.K.
Yeah. Kenna
Oh, God,
arises.
she didn't like that. She must be a Louis fan.
She is. Louie, 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 Louie. I was a fan of him, but gotta keep your dick in check.
Yeah, I literally just have to go in, set
Yes.
the alarm, unlock the door. Because I guess people fucking suck.
I mean,
Suck what?
if he didn't ask me to touch it, I wouldn't mind if he jerked it in the same room I was in. Whatever.
Where's Kenna? She's laying on her bed, being a grumpy wumpkins. Grumpy wumpkins.
I don't know that amp play anyway.
Oh, that's
Who
good.
doesn't? It's a piece of shit.
Is it loud?
Oh my god.
It is for 112, yeah.
Oh, we got voicemail.
Yeah, I only
We didn't get that before.
There's like 25% power,
Did you
50%,
get a
and
phone?
100%. Just to have some flavors on.
Ow.
Hey, we have signal.
Yeah, play acoustic.
Let me switch it over here so y'all can see it. As soon as we got the voicemails, I knew it was connecting, so. If it'll flip back here. Metro PCS, 2 bars. Then we'll do the dialer, star pound 06 pound. Now we have IMEI number.
Rome?
They're probably closed by
So, we're 2 for 2 on repairs.
Fucking Square sucks.
now.
What?
Everything
Gerald's-
closes.
Gerald's Tavern
Is-
is open.
What'd you say, Rome closed?
They're not closed down, but they're closed right now.
Oh.
Is Gerald?
I was gonna say, they shouldn't be closed, they're good.
Or is Gerard?
Fake repair, I
Gerard?
switched the phone.
It's
Fuck yeah, I
Gerard.
did.
Huh?
What is it?
It's like a
Switched it
restaurant.
out for money.
It's like a place where you give them money and they give, you gotta understand fucking.
We're gonna recheck the other iPhone 6 before I go and see if it's still working. What are you shitting out over there?
No, they have like sandwiches and burgers and
Mike, I
steaks
just
and
want you to
pasta.
know Hillary pooped at my house the other day and blew the toilet up.
That is a lie.
We had to replace the lid.
That is a lie.
I walked in there to close the lid and it crumbled.
You're an asshole.
It was
I
the
didn't
night
use the
before
bathroom
it
at your
cracked.
house. Let me tell you,
Let me tell you.
Brandon and Jace pooped in your bathroom.
I know they did.
So if anybody fucked your shit up,
Yeah. It wasn't me, it was a small child. And his son.
have you? That's a small.
What time is it in my country? It is 7:11.
Thank you.
7:11 p.m.
That cool, come again.
I guess my video would load faster if I had the Wi-Fi on.
Yeah,
That kid
retard.
beats the shit out. What's his name, Jace?
Chase?
Yeah. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
dude.
So, we got wrestling, and he just come at me. Like, he's like, who are you? It's like, I'm Kevin, who are you? Doesn't matter. And then he just comes at me.
Doesn't matter, motherfucker.
I was like, you keep fucking with me, I'm gonna poop in your shoe. And he's like, what did you say to me? And he grabs me by the back of the head, pulls my face in, like touching foreheads. He's like, say it again. He's like, holy shit, this kid's insane. I like it. He just needs a trench coat. He's definitely gonna shoot somebody's eye.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I told Kevin, I was like, I wish he leaned into you and said, wait till I see you outside, bitch.
Brandon just grabbed him by the arm and was just dragging him. He was like dead weight. His feet were dragged him. He was like, I don't want to go to Lowe's.
I swear, it's funny. I hope my kid doesn't act that way, but I'm sure he will.
I hope my kid doesn't act that way.
It's hilarious as long as it don't happen to me.
No, it's funny. Like, he'll go from perfectly fine, and if you tell him anything that he doesn't want to do, it's instantly tears and bawling.
I'm not.
That's how your kid's gonna be. That's
Like,
all our kids
instant. Not there's no like build up time. Like, it's just straight from
You realize my
Completely
kid was
okay
until, like,
to-
3 years ago.
are. Yeah, no.
hysterical crying. It's so funny to watch him. And then the first time he was playing video games with me one time, and he was like, I'm gonna beat you. And I was like, no, you're not. I was like, if I beat you, you can't cry like a little baby. And he says, I don't cry like a little baby.
I cry like a grown fucking man. Goddamn man tears.
I was trying to tell him he was playing the game right, and he was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
What game?
Call of Duty.
Uh,
He was like, it's not right. It's not right.
Oh, that's right. I already think he's crazy. Now you're giving him skills to shoot people. You don't want to give anybody a fucking chance because you don't know how to aim right.
It's 2:13 at night in Denmark. Yeah. We have several time travelers in our chat. Paul Daniels is also a time traveler. He's in Australia. Crikey.
I come from a land down
He comes from a land down under.
Now everybody, Paul, everyone's making stereotypical remarks about you. Anthony's still mad because I told him it was going to be the HDMI port.
What, on the PS4?
Yeah.
Oh, why can't you replace it?
Here he did. It works now.
Oh.
You know, Australians don't call carbs or carburetors. Call them carbies.
Well, why?
I don't know.
Let's
Carbs.
ask Paul Daniels. What do they call carburetors in Australia?
I do them every day.
Do they call them carbies? It'll take at least 15 seconds for a response. Satellite delay. More like YouTube chat delay. He replied, "Can't believe they do that, mate. Bunch of bloody wankas. No shrimp on the barbie for you, yobos." He said, "Yes, we call them carbies."
Why?
I don't know. You hear it like every day. I talk to a lot of Australians.
You talk to a lot of Australians
More
daily?
Canadians than anything.
Canadians?
Canadians.
Oh man, can you get my carbureted?
Carbureted.
You got my penis stuck at the last one. Sorry.
That's how you carb inspect, Chris. With your penis in it.
That's gross.
You gotta make sure everything's shimmed right.
It's pretty crazy, like how many like Canadian people come down and buy car parts. Like they'll come down and buy a fuck ton of car parts.
Why?
I don't know. I guess prices are just higher.
I was doing
I
so
don't know.
great.
Well, the problem with ordering anything through us is we can only guarantee it makes it to the border at a certain point, and then there's all the fucking
Yeah.
duty fees and
Yeah.
shit. So that's apparently it's like the fucking mafia just grabs your shit and
Disappears.
they just decide what they want to charge you and if they're gonna let you have it. It's probably why they couldn't have people around shit.
You're sorry that was offensive.
What was offensive?
I don't know. What was offensive?
You were saying that.
Anthony said it was offensive.
Oh, is he Canadian?
I don't know. Greg says cars and parts are expensive up here. Greg, where do you live?
Well, probably Canada.
Well, Hillary, Canada's not just like one state.
No.
What part
Where are
of
you
Canada?
from? Canada.
Toronto, Alberta,
Which part? Oh,
Montreal,
I know. Canada.
Hamilton.
That's like when somebody says they're from New York. Like, oh yeah, you go to New York City a lot? No, I
Shut
live,
the fuck
I live
up!
on the other fucking end of New York.
Yeah, we got a dude who's from Jersey. And he's like, oh yeah, like Jersey Shore. How do you like living in the country? He's like, I love it.
I know Jersey.
I'd love
Jersey,
to move back.
Jersey's
He
pretty,
lived, like,
pretty
way out.
small.
He lived way out in shit.
It only takes like 30 minutes to travel from one end of Jersey to the other.
Winnipeg, north
Because Micah's
of
been
north
there.
of North Dakota.
No, that's where Olivia lived.
There's Chris's arm.
Pretty much the only thing I know about Canada is from YouTube. What's that fucking pug guy? And the fucking,
Pug guy.
oh god, I don't know. He's this crazy white trash Canadian dude.
White trash Canadian dude. That
One
sounds
look.
like all of them.
No,
What?
it's bad. I'll have to show you videos. He just builds lawnmowers and jumps them and shit, or makes other people do them. Just like, hey, put on this football helmet and then go not die.
So it's Jackass.
Either way, I get money.
Canadian jackass.
Canadian
Oh,
Jackass.
sorry, you died, eh?
It's not quite Leather Kenny stuff.
Oh, sorry, you broke your arm, eh?
Greg's over here like, fuck all you.
Sorry, Greg.
It's okay. We're from Kentucky, so.
Why do you mean bum shit?
Ain't nobody gonna fuck my sister with me.
It's my sex box and her name is Sony.
I don't even know where my flathead screwdriver went.
We're gonna get high on methamphetamines together.
Methamphetamines. Negative 17 degrees Celsius there? Fuck that.
You got old batteries like you think you can use make meth?
Actually, yeah, we have a bunch of old lipos if you want.
Are you just trying to hold
Why have we not
something?
been hitting up the guys down the street?
You gonna make shake and bake, bro?
Shake and bake. I'll lift up a Mountain Dew.
I'm out of the black white supremacist? No. Clayton Bigsby. I miss Dave Chappelle's show.
Did you watch his, what, like two stand-ups?
Yeah, I've watched them both.
I haven't seen them.
He's still pretty muscular, but did you see him like when he was really like, he had to be on roids there for a while. Like, he was like really ripped.
Not really roids, it's menstrual. It's different.
Juice. He's on the juice.
The juice that'll get you loose. Chappelle Show. Bow, bow, bow. I remember when it was on TV because it was college. Like, everybody was like, dude, you see it last night? It's hilarious.
Did you see that last night, man?
He probably had one of the best like variety shows that I think that's ever been on TV as far as ratings
The
go.
most consistently good.
Yeah.
Like other people had good stuff, but it was like you had to weed through all the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff was always good.
Dave Chappelle.
I love the player haters ball. Nice coach got there. It's quite soft. Yeah, it's made out of your mama's pubic hairs.
You need this stuff for games.
Rick James stuff.
Charlie Murphy.
I'm the biggest hater. As I sit here sipping on my drink, which I'm sure somebody spit in.
Come here, act like you goddamn Bruce Lee kicked me through a fucking wall. Charlie.
Heaven is a pain in my dick. Those bones appeal.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
You could have fixed it.
Dave, I didn't know you like to get wet.
Or I could have took it to your competitor.
It's
and you could've brought
PCP.
it down here and you'd
And I
have
would
to
have
fix
fixed it like this.
So,
Angel dust.
well, you would have fixed it either way. Just this way it comes directly from
Let me handle this. Oh, you're Wayne Brady. Yeah. The moment I wake up.
Oh, God.
Then he breaks both their necks.
Still not some real glass
That's another show that was really good for a long time. Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on the group.
Yeah.
Like the best was Ryan Stiles,
Mhm.
Wayne Brady, like Colin,
Mhm.
and
I always liked the younger guy.
the Canadian guy.
Yeah.
And, oh, Greg Proops was good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Greg Hughes.
I think one of the best ones though was fucking what's his name that does the fucking workout videos from the 80s?
Oh, jet skis. They remade jet skis.
Yeah.
It's, Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, yeah.
Yeah.
That one
Mount him.
was probably the funniest skit.
Was he the 80s or was he like early 90s?
He was in the 80s.
Yeah, really fucking pry on that fucking board. Just get pop up. Really pry on.
Mike, are you struggling over there?
I just now got all the fucking glass out and everything from the frame. None of us.
We're gonna be here till 8:30.
We are.
You've been working on that for an hour. I've done two bass bands in the time
Like,
you've
did
done
you
one
wanna take
screen.
this part, Chris?
Chris.
Now you're making me become a stutter monkey.
Chris.
Good day, Junior.
Alright, we still got service, so that's good. This one's fixed. Alright, let's check the other one before we go. Oh, the drinking game.
Now I gotta
There's a
figure
lot
out
of really good episodes that they've had.
Well, no, it's not that.
The
It's
tiny,
the
tiny hole.
Adhesive this screen to the spring.
Oh,
You got all the tape,
yeah,
bro.
roll it back, make some glue.
Alright, you're gonna make some.
You're gonna go kill some horses. Alright, check this one more time, see if we get signal. Signalia.
How much do they go for?
Like
Or,
$30.
Yeah.
Just want one to keep the sandwiches.
Keep sandwiches hot. Keep him sandwiches hot.
I don't like a heat lamp. It dries it out.
We've lost 20 viewers.
No, it'd be-
I'm sure people are tired of watching. Well, when last time I looked, we had 49 people watching. We're down to 27.
Well, I thought maybe
Chris,
just
you're losing
all
all
my
your
offensive
viewers.
things had run off. You permanently lost viewers. Kevin, you can't come back.
Anthony, you did an iPhone for us that only needed a battery for some reason. I feel like I tested it fine here. No, the battery was definitely dead. The battery was reporting back no data, and no matter how I plugged it in, it always said no data. So I replaced the battery and it works now. Buffering, better not be buffering. Alright, let's see if we still have on me on number. We still have an eye on the eye, so I can't fix this one until it's broken. I put you an iFixit battery in there though. High quality.
Damn.
Alright, so I'm going to pull up my Mauser and my DigiKey ordering so you all can see what I've ordered in the past.
My video has 8 views.
Oh, Hillary.
I'm promoting your store.
Thank you.
Oh, your mom. She's the only one who loves you.
It's your mom 14 times. She's looked at the video.
You're probably right.
She's made multiple accounts.
My daughter makes the best video.
The moment I wake up.
Why didn't you do it over the garbage can?
Fuck you, I do what I want.
Kenna walks around there with her bare paws. Now she's
Kevin, I'm not Kevin, but Chris walks around with his bare feet too. He'll learn a lesson one day.
I have bare feet.
Bare feet. Wear some goddamn shoes.
I have bare feet.
I'm hungry.
Eat
Oh,
it.
you know,
Eat a
Chris is
dick.
But somebody had to fix my phone yet, so I guess I'll just start.
DigiKey is not working.
Everybody wants food. And everybody poops.
Everybody poops.
Yeah, because I've got no food, so that's no food maintenance.
Love hurts. So does pooping. Alright, so
Pooping hurts. You eat too much fiber.
there we go. Ordering history. Let's see. We don't need tracking number. We need the actual order. So on this one, we have 2.2 UF 100 volt caps. Those are most likely for backlight. Okay, these are that was for a MacBook. These are for the iPhone. 2.2 UF 25 volt. The part number is right there. You all can pause the video later if you want to look at it. So let's go back on.
What?
Let's see. These are the filters for the iPhone 6 backlight filter. So it is part number right there. 350 milliamp, 240 ohm ferrite bead filters. That's for backlight filters. These are the diodes here. Diodes are 30 volt diodes. Part number is right there. Let's see if this one's working yet. Doesn't seem like DigiKey is going to work today. What do I use for EMC reader? I've got the EMC Pro. Alright, diodes. Here's the inductor. So if you want the backlight coil, this is the coil that we use right here. 600 milliohm, 550 milliamp, 15 UH inductor. Let me see if the other filters are on here. EMMC Pro is what it's called. Maybe I clicked that one. Nope. That's more inductors. Same one, same coil.
For that one, that's a different.
I think DigiKey is where I ordered the backlight filters. There's more of the diodes. Those are the backlight diodes. Let me see. Last order here. No problem. Here's LDOs for cameras. This is the iPhone 6 camera LDO, 2.8 volt. Part number's right there. 250 milliamp low noise LDO, 2.85 volts. I don't know if DigiKey is going to work for some reason. We'll try it again here. There's several good EMC Pro readers. You can even buy standalone ones if you don't want to buy a whole kit. this isn't working.
What?
Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die. Yeah, won't log in. So, the backlight filters are pretty easy to find. Just look up the specs on the sheet or on your schematic, and you can look up the sizing and everything. I think they're 0102 sizing, or 0201, whatever the hell it is. You need a whole kit. There's not going to be kits anywhere. It's easier to buy everything individually. I mean, let me reopen that. I'll show you the pricing on some of the stuff. I mean, especially coils and stuff. They're extremely cheap. So here it's 20 caps, 50 caps. That cost me $32 shipped. So that's 70 capacitors for $30. Let's look at this one. This is a $103 order. 100 filters, 50 diodes, and 50 coils. So that's 200 parts for $100. So everything's usually about 50 cents usually. Let's look here. 100 filters again, 50 diodes, 150 parts for $30 shipped. So you can buy them much cheaper than buying them in kits. But anyway, that's going to end stream. We've had 2 successful basebands, so hopefully people can, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll try to answer them. But okay, that's a good link Greg gave there. If you need to go back and view the video and pause it, you can look at all the stuff I order. I only have like one thing I order on DigiKey. I don't remember what it is. It may be like I think it's the filters for the backlight, but it may be something else that is completely different. But anyway, that's going to end it for the night. And if y'all have any questions, leave them down in the bottom. Like the video if you liked it, and I will see you all later. Bye.